Today's video is sponsored by World of Warships. What is good, everybody? This week, both Halo Infinite and Halo MCC got surprise updates. They both were really good, and I'm excited to talk to you today about them. On the Halo MCC side, big shocker. Didn't think this was going to be something that was going to happen. Halo 2's hit scan range was fixed. This is an issue that has been in the game for, I think, since the beginning, right? There's some fan-made patches that have tried to fix this, but this is the fix they deployed is the true fix, and it feels really good. I've got some gameplay to show and talk about today. And then on the Halo Infinite side, we got the BTB refresh. 5 new community-made maps put into BTB. Thank goodness. Cannot wait to talk about these. Before we hop in, a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by World of Warships. It's a free-to-play naval warfare game on PC. What's cool is they keep things fresh with monthly updates, new ships, in-game nations, and even collaborations like Godzilla vs. Kong, Transformers, Popeye, Megadeth, and more. There are over 40 maps in this game that all have dynamic weather, and those weather effects impact the tactics of the battle. And graphically, this game looks fantastic. When it comes to the options for ships, you've got battleships, destroyers, aircraft carriers, cruisers, and even submarines. And you can roll solo or you can team up with your friends, and also it's available on consoles. You're going to want to use my link in the description below to download the game and use my code BRAVO at signup. They're going to hook you up with a great starter pack, including 500 doubloons, 1.5 million credits, 7 days of premium account time, and a free ship after just 15 battles. Just a little bonus for our community here. They hit a 4-week release cycle, so there's new content, offers, and updates every single month. And since the launch of the game, they've added over 600 ships from 10 different nations. So as I mentioned, before you dive in, hit the download link in the description, and please use the promo code BRAVO. Have fun and good luck out on the virtual seas. All right, what do you want to talk about first? The BTB refresh or the Halo 2 update? We'll start there. Halo 2 Classic, when it was brought to MCC, changed the tick rate from 1/30th of a second, or 30 tick, to 1/60th of a second, or 60 tick. But in doing so, it essentially halved the range of the hit scan range for the BR. It's kind of, I'll do a poor job of explaining it, but essentially with a hit scan weapon, right, the projectile speed is super duper fast. I love the geniuses in the comments who will push the glasses up on their nose and go, well, it's not actually hit scan, it's just really fast projectile speed. All right, we covered that. We got it out of the way. If you still want to leave that comment, you go for it. Essentially, some of the fan-made patches that have been trying to address this just janked the speed of the projectile way up. They doubled it. But in doing so, that had other properties that made it not accurate to Halo 2 original, right? Well, what the MCC team did is they hopped in, changed things up, and essentially the projectile hit scan range has been restored, right? And it operates correctly on the new 60 tick setting. I mean, it's been 60 tick, but the 1/60th of a second world state updates or whatever it's called. So even though the fan-made patches did emulate the original hit scan range, it caused other issues that made projectiles behave differently. Pretty cool. If you go and hop in, essentially the game feels way more like the way it should have if you had played original Halo 2. In the match that I played right before recording this, it was like a 3v4. Match finishes 49-50. I get 30 kills. It was heartbreaking. You know, you really want to pull those 3v4s off. On the large side, number one, thanks. If the MCC dev team watches any of this content, yo, thank you very much. We really appreciate this. It's exciting to see that quality of life updates are still happening for Halo MCC. Obviously, if you've been watching the channel or paying attention to Halo YouTube or Twitter, the scene would make you to believe that every update is over, Halo MCC is abandoned, and nothing is going to happen again. So this was sort of a nice surprise to see that support is still ongoing. And these are absolutely the types of fixes and things that are really positive and nice to see. And I'm going to just throw my speculation guess here. I don't think Halo MCC is done. I imagine there's a really cool big update or something cooking, because they really, in this patch notes here, what did they say? Yeah, on Halo Support Twitter, they mentioned that you need to update your Halo MCC mod tool, basically. So if your mods were set to the latest minimum game version setting and they're not appearing in MCC, updating the mod with the latest version of accession tool should resolve the issue. So obviously they still care about the mods working, and I don't think they're as disconnected as the Twitter and the YouTube scene would make it seem like, but time will tell. Very, very cool update. Okay, on the BTB side, the 5 new community-made maps that they added are phenomenal. Huge shout-outs to the Forgers. These are the best BTB maps in the game, and I love them. And this has pulled me away from ranked. It's the first bit of social gameplay I've done in like 2-3 months on Halo Infinite. No, 2 months now on Halo Infinite, and I love it. Forgers get the community, they get the game, and they design stuff that works so much better. If you think about it, BTB is the main fun, like sort of chill-ish playlist in Halo Infinite, and those dev-made maps, I'm just gonna say, have not aged super well. I'm really tired of playing them. And to be fair, that stuff, most of it was designed like forever ago, right? It's so long, and the game plays differently. Sandbox has changed, and it's really nice to have some maps where you're not dealing with the crazy, weird, imbalanced vehicle drops, which still seem to be happening, even though I know they've tried to fix that. I don't know, this experience feels better, and it's really nice to see that the Forgers are doing this. And what I would just say is I played with Kevin Kulex a little bit this week. It would be amazing if we got updates like this with new community-made maps every couple of months. Seriously, that probably won't bring back a ton of people to the game. And I see that comment come up whenever I mention these things, and it's like, okay, yeah, but I don't think there's anything that they could really do with Infinite right now that will blow people's socks off and get lapsed players back into the game who aren't already sort of in the Halo universe or still playing the game, right? But for the people who are still playing, still supporting, still part of this universe, this is amazing. And I would love to see this happening in every single playlist. Ranked needs some new maps, right? We need some forged maps that are enjoyable. Same thing with the social 4v4. They've done a pretty good job increasing that map count, but whatever the process is for testing these maps and ensuring that they work well, if they can speed it up, get it in every 2 months. I know I'm asking maybe for a lot, but it does seem like the Forge path is, I much more enjoy these maps than dev maps, basically. It is, it's crazy to me that Halo Infinite is still supported on the original base Xbox One. And I guess that's probably a big reason that, testing maybe is difficult. Because I imagine the One X, the series-based consoles, they probably can handle some more of these more demanding maps. But if everything is still having to be tested for that original Xbox One, not that I want to see, look, it's a tricky one where Xbox One, that VCR came out a long time ago. So I don't want to just be abrasive and say like, hey, they need to drop support for that thing. Because I imagine there's still a community of people playing. I would love to know like how many, right? It might be fun to go back and see what the game is like now on my old VCR Xbox One. But at the same time, too, if it really is hindering like the majority of the player base, getting new items and maps and things, that's probably got to be a huge portion of the engineering nightmare behind like literally all of this. So, but I love the new maps. These are great little stealth updates. I'm enjoying this, and to not have to bake this into a larger season, it can just happen when it happens. Kind of like it. So maybe this is a little positive shift from the content update 29 post-launch narrative, which wasn't overly positive. People saying it's mainly cosmetic update 29, which, hey, I get it. So before we, end today's video, I just want to say thanks for watching the channel, supporting these kinds of videos. It's been really fun the last few weeks to get to, talk about Halo updates again. Oh, I remember what I wanted to mention as well. If you go to Steam right now, Halo MCC and Halo Infinite numbers are actually very similar. And in fact, Halo MCC seems to have a little bit bigger concurrence on some days than Halo Infinite. When you unite those two communities, right, and you're looking at like on PC peak concurrence, like 9 to almost 10K on both, let's just say it's like together 18K. And then you think about the crossplay benefit, right? We don't know how many people are on Xbox or on the Windows Store version, I guess, of these games. Not a terrible spot to be. There are still people who really care about this game. Obviously, it's nowhere near it was during the glory days, but it's enough people still interested in this universe that I think we'll be able to hold on until the next set of updates of the next game. So thanks for watching today's video. Let me know what you think of the new maps, the new Halo MCC update. I hope you have a really great week ahead and have fun out there at matchmaking. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.